would happen if you embraced and celebrated your oddness instead of hiding it? Here with us today is Hillary Carlip, who's done just that, and it's all in her memoir, Queen of the Oddballs and Other True Stories from a Life Unaccording to Plan. Thanks for joining us, Hillary.
Nice to be here.
You are a self-proclaimed oddball. Can you tell us a little about when you made the decision to live a life less ordinary?
It was in the 3rd grade when I got suspended from school for smoking on the playground while I was imitating Holly Golightly from Breakfast at Tiffany's. I always felt like an outsider and I didn't fit in, so at some point I just thought, go with it.
Juggling led you down some interesting avenues. So why juggling?
Juggling was different, especially at the time when I was a teenager when I started. There were no girl jugglers. There were only foreign men in spandex unitards.
What was it like winning the Gong Show?
I was surrounded by these freakish people. At first I was mortified. Like, most of them were completely delusional and talentless. But I saw how comfortable they were in themselves. And it was really inspiring and really what led me to start embracing how odd I was.
You write about befriending Carly Simon when you were 14 in her dressing room at the Troubadour while Cat Stevens and Don McLean performed downstairs. Of all the great artists you saw, what initially drew you to Carly Simon?
And it was like the 70s, and it was the women's movement was really taking force, and she was amazing. She treated me like a person, not like a teenager or a kid.
Part of your book reads like a journal, and other parts like a screenplay. Yet the book is a memoir.
There was no way I could write something that was conventional. So there's a chapter that's a letter to Olivia Newton-John. There's a chapter that is a step-by-step guide how to become a rock star. And one chapter is in the form of a screenplay. All of them are based in feelings and issues and dreams and hopes and everything everyone's gone through. So I think they're really relatable, too.
As a reader, your stories inspired me to go out and to do whatever I wanted to do. In the book, there seems to be a force pushing you along when you make unconventional decisions. Did you feel that?
I think a lot of it came out of just really being true to myself. I think when people are true to who they are and what their nature is, there's a flow, and the universe works with you and supports you in that. And a lot of what I hope to impart in my book is how we can be true to ourselves. I'm sure everyone at one point or another has felt like an outsider or just different. Mm-hmm. And it's really about not being fearful of that or trying to hide that, but embracing your inner oddball.
Hillary, it was a pleasure.
Well, thank you.
Hillary Carlip, a prolific performer, writer, and artist, tells stories that will shock and delight you. Read all about her hilarious adventures in Queen of the Oddballs, a charming memoir that tells us that if being a little odd isn't a bad thing, then being very odd must definitely be a good thing.